Hi everyone, we've just recently bought a Looseal waterless toilet and we are going to attempt to retrofit it. There's no videos on how to do this, so wish us luck. First we've got to remove our old cassette toilet, so Bailey's gonna...
We've got 4 screws, one here, one here, one here and one here. And I've also just disconnected the flush button cables. It's 2 done. Might have to find a smaller drill bit. Yeah. What we've done is just loosen the whole toilet, so it's basically loosened there now. I've just taken the little bracket off to hold the wires, pushed that little display screen back up through into the van, and now I've taken the 2 wires that run the pump, and I'm just about to unscrew the water fitting off the pump now. Righto, we just undone all the wires out of it, just to loosen the toilet so it's loose. Now we can pull the whole thing out. Water is off the pump and 12 volt is disconnected, all ready to go. And there it is, the removal of the fuddy pucky.
Okay, so now that the toilet has been removed, our toilet doesn't have a flushing tank, so it just gets pumped directly from our tanks rather than a holding tank. So we have the backing here. Part of the kit with the, well actually it's not part of the kit, it's a separate purchase for a retrofit, is the backing for the toilet. Now on their website they explain what toilets need what backing. They've got 3 different sizes, so we need to remove this backing piece next.
Hello!
Which is what Bailey will be doing, and then we can install this in the toilet. So we'll see how all of that goes. Got our building supervisor here, making sure that Dad's doing all the right things. So we've just removed the backing. Uh-oh, there's water there.
Yeah, it's just a little bit.
And now we are removing the water fitting that was there, because otherwise it's going to be in the way of the backing. So just removing that now. Okay, so this is a little glimpse of what it's going to look like. We've still got to fix it and silicone it in. Just be mindful that obviously we have the cassette there, so the door will still be there and we'll keep that closed, so there won't be any chance of anything getting in as such. So yeah, that's what it's going to look like. We've run into our first kind of problem, we think. With the toilet, it comes with a wire that needs to connect. I don't know if you can kind of see the shadow there, but it needs to connect underneath and through there. But we found if we put the toilet on there, because it's flush with the ground, the wires will make it raised from the ground. So we think we're going to cut a little hole, just
Drill a hole in there, poke the wires out through, and then notch out that, and then they'll sit out there and be out the back.
Yeah, so that's what we're hoping will work. But we'll get this fixed and let you know how we go. So this is what you get if you just order the toilet. You have to purchase this separately, as I explained previously.
So everything's falling out.
So we're just kind of figuring out what we're going to do with the wires. See what we mean by if we were to just leave it as is, it would be raised because that.
Is it perfect or not?
Yeah, it's in.
Is it?
Oh no, it's not.
Yeah, that's alright.
So that's just kind of what we're trying to figure out now. Just put the back against the wall, and there's our little hole we've cut. It's a bit hard to see, but yeah, there's a little hole we've cut for the wires. Now we're just gonna screw and silicone and finish that all up. But I hope that makes sense as to what I was saying before, is like it doesn't really matter. Obviously that cord won't be hanging out, but this will be shut always. I know the dealer said that a lot of people silicone this up, but we are unsure if we're going to do that as yet. But yeah, it's just another option there for that extra bit of security as well. But yeah, that's what it's looking like. No more cassette. This is what it looks like from inside.
Not screwed in.
Yeah, it's not screwed in or siliconed yet. But yeah, it's actually given us a lot more room because we obviously had that backing there. I'll do a little video. So really it's just screwing everything in now, and then we'll silicone around all the edges just to make it neat and seal.
It's just chopping these, cutting that plug off it, and then positive straight into positive, negative straight into negative, and that trickle charges the 55 amp hour lithium battery that's built into the Looseal toilet. And there we go, just simply string him onto that. So straight back in the hole. Like that. Do them back up. So, give them a little nip up. Down it down there, do the positive. Vice versa, straight into there, into the positive. And we've just basically used everything that's already here. I mean, if you don't like these clips, you can always go get better ones, which there is better ones on the market, but like I said, we are blatantly just using what we've got.
Alright, we're going to be putting in our first liner. Now we're just going based off the instructions, so we'll know better with time. But anyway, you lift the lid off from the back. That takes the whole toilet seat and lid off. And we've got to take this bit off here. If I can get this off, yep. Put that in there. Okay, and then this goes in here with the arrows facing up, so you can see arrows like that. trying to make it as neat as possible because I'm assuming we need to do it like that. Okay, and then we take these tabs off. Off. Now this is that thing we were showing before. So once the tape's off, we put the foil guide back down. Seems strange, but okay. Well, how does that work? And then you must grab it from the outside. Pull the film upwards about 20 centimeters from the outer edge. Alright. And that's 20 centimeters.
More, but it's all good. It's our first time. It's a that's way more than
okay.
It's all good.
And then push the insert evenly.
Does it tell you to do that like a few times?
Yeah, it says remove the tempering blade from the holder at the side of the end of the toilet. Press the blade with the foil downwards along the arrow marks. Remove the stopper sheet and stow away. So how do I know if that's all good?
Probably keep going. So it like feeds it through.
That's in as far as it's going to go.
Cool. So we'll just wing it at that and...
Cool. And then it says press the plus and the action button simultaneously for 2 seconds. Do I put the lid on first? Let's put the lid on first.
Nah, just leave it off. Okay.
You can still watch. Okay, so I'm assuming we turn it on.
Yep.
And then we hold these two simultaneously for 2 seconds. 1, 2. So we've just put the liner in and put it through the rollers. If you press the plus button after you put it through the rollers, it'll pull it down a bit more and give it a bit more, I guess, length to seal. So I just want to talk about what comes in the box and what else we got. So in the standard box comes the toilet, and then you've got 1 pack of white compostable biodegradable bags. Then you get the template. This, however, to us was not very useful because we obviously bought the backing to retrofit it. But if you didn't have I've
done the hard work.
If you didn't already have a cassette toilet or anything that was in the way, you could just install it without the backing that we purchased separately. I think the backing separately was $130.
125, yeah, somewhere around that.
Somewhere around that. You also get a bag of coagulant, so to absorb any liquids or anything like that. These are going to be super handy for overnight. Like, obviously when you're using a cassette toilet, you just open it up and let your wee go. But we'll be using these and kind of just
saves it using 3 bags overnight if someone needs to go for a wee overnight.
Yeah.
That way it just absorbs it. You can leave
absorbs
it open.
And
there's
absorbs
no odour.
the smell as well. Yeah. So, and obviously prevents any leaks. So
And our whole thing of doing this toilet is to get rid of the odour smells and save water when we're off grid.
We find when it starts to heat up, our caravan kind of gets a bit of a smell to it. I mean, it's nothing too bad, but it's definitely going to be a game changer not having that in the heat, that's for sure. It also came with these screws. We didn't use them, we used something different just because we felt like these weren't going to work for us. It also comes with one of these, which is a spare one. You actually get one as well in the toilet, and this is to help lock in your bag, which we'll show you later. And then the catcher for your bags. So we bought ours at the Melbourne Caravan Show. So we bought an extra pack of the coagulant. We didn't actually know it came with a pack already. And then we were lucky enough that they gifted us 4 extra bags. So these green ones are non-degradable, just normal liners. The black ones are biodegradable. Yeah, so we got 4 packs. So altogether we've got 5 liners, 2 bags of coagulant, and yeah. There's also instruction books and things like that. There wasn't many videos on, or there was nothing actually on how to install the toilet with it being retrofitted. So we thought we'll make a video. I mean, we're no experts, but yeah, at least there's something on there. Yeah.
Come join us on the next adventure. Choo!